Peace to the family. Today I'm checking in on the latest world news, that being the United States dropping the bunker buster bombs on the said nuclear facilities of the Republic of Iran. All right, but I want to talk about something that we can all relate to. You know something? There was public outcry, and speaking of how cowardly those persons that diverted the airplanes to the Twin Towers and the Pentagon, as well as the third plane that crashed into the field in Pennsylvania. The cry was, oh, they're cowards, they're cowards, they're cowards. They sucker punched the United States. Same thing with Pearl Harbor. Oh, they were cowards, they were cowards, they were cowards. Right? Same thing. October 7th, when the group known as Hamas went into a festival and took some people hostage, and I guess some of them were killed, but some of them are still not with their families, I'll say that. They were cowards. But the United States, the Executive Office of the United States, set up and said, diplomacy, I need 2 weeks to think about it. 2 weeks to negotiate a peaceful settlement. And a little less than 48 hours, he sent them left and he sent them right. The B-52 bombers, along with other squadrons of F-15s, F-16s, and they went and they neutralized their target. But you know something? Everybody hates a sucker. You know what I'm saying? A sucker punch. You know, United States is big and bad in terms of military hardware and military functionality. Same with Israel, big and bad. You know, they got their products from their big brother, United States, as well as they make some mean armaments as well. Right? Same thing. The state of Israel attacked Hezbollah. When the regime fell in Syria, they went and shot up all of the Syrian aircrafts, right, in preparation for this move here, right? I understand warfare. You know, what did they say? All is fair in love and war. Right? But if you look at, you know, a hit dog gonna holler. The United States and the state of Israel are masters at subterfuge, spinning things in the media, and endangering lives of innocent ones. The people of Israel are not, well, some of them are not, in support of a global conflict. These are the oligarchs, the rich corporations of people that are demanding this war in order to stimulate resources come into their pocket, you know. Plain and simple. There was no real diplomacy, you know. And the thing that makes it so bad is that President Barack Obama had already brokered a deal in which the nuclear material, the plutonium, the enriched plutonium, it would be held by third-party countries such as France and the not the Soviet Union, but Russia, excuse me. They would hold this enriched plutonium for Iran and for the nations of the world, to show and prove that Iran wasn't trying to, make a nuclear weapon. It's the same old story. George Bush, weapons of mass destruction, right? They never found those weapons, right? United States spent trillions of dollars on a war. Then they went to Afghanistan, spent trillions of dollars there, right? Who chased the money? Follow the money. See where the money went. Look at those corporations. Look at those persons that are the head of those corporations. Look at the stockholders in those corporations. And that's where the blood of your sons, your daughters, your husbands, your wives, that's the blood is spilt of innocent people. All right? Everybody hates a bully. You know, if not today, then tomorrow. The normal citizen of the United States, wherever they in the world, they become a target because of the said government of the United States of America. Iran had been quiet for years, right? I guess since the 80s, right? That's when the Republicans came in again. That was the birth of Ronald Reagan's tenure. The beginning of Star Wars weapon systems, right? Trickle-down economics. If you just read the history, you can see where we're going, right? Joe Biden left a pretty good economy. Come in, tariffs, trade wars, right? The economy is not going so well right now. It's near at a recession level. All right, let's see what this attack on Iran, the sneak attack, the sucker punch on Iran, let's see what it's going to do for the economy, right? Pay close attention, right? Look at your gas prices. Check your gas price today. Check your gas price next week. Check your gas price in 30 days. Check the price of a barrel of oil today. Check the price of a barrel of oil last week, last month, last year. And see what you come up with, right? These are questions that an educated citizenry will look at, and they'll pay attention to those things the next time that they go to the poll and vote, right? They say that your vote doesn't matter, right? But it's blocks of votes. It's blocks of votes and critical masses of people that change policy, right? And the policy is nothing because the culture of the people will trump the policy, right? I thought that the Congress had to declare war. We have an individual in office that has made America lack again. Made America lack again. a real taco, right? This man has deployed the National Guard and the United States Marine Corps on its citizenry. Pulled the Army away from celebrating their 250th anniversary to have a birthday party for him, right? And just through the demeanor of the soldiers during that particular demonstration, you can see that they were not very pleased about the history of the United States Army being hijacked by a literal baby man, right? Just coming at you, man, sharing some thoughts about that, white supremacy, white male hegemony, and globalization, right? Day without learning is a day without living, right? Check yourself. Make sure that you're prepared. Go get you some water, get you some canned goods, candles, batteries, all the materials you might need. You got to be cognizant that we got cyber warfare now. They can turn the lights off easily via technology. So it's not necessarily bombs and terrorism, which the Ayatollah has said that he has sleeper cells in the United States and plans to activate those sleeper cells, further endangering the lives of innocent people, innocent American people. All right. So again, prepare yourself for the worst, but pray for the best. That I say peace.